Organization has announced it is ending field operations against rinderpest. Jacques Diouf is head of the FAO. He said rinderpest affected Africa, Asia, and Europe for thousands of years, caused widespread famine, and killed millions of animals, both domestic and wild. Experts believe rinderpest first came from Asia. The name means cattle plague in German. The disease was common in Europe until the 19th century. In Africa, in the 1800s, rinderpest killed 8 out of 10 infected cattle. Whole herds died, leaving people without meat or milk and damaging economies. Rinderpest can spread quickly through the air and in water containing waste from animals with the virus. The disease was deadly in 80 to 90% of cases. It mainly sickened cattle and buffalo, but also other animals, including giraffes, yaks, and antelope. Some areas of the world escaped rinderpest. This was probably because of careful efforts to prevent the import of sick animals. In 1999, Walter Plowright won the World Food Prize as a hero of the fight against rinderpest. The British researcher fought the disease in Africa in the 1950s and 60s. He led the development of a vaccine called TCRV. A single dose of it could protect animals against rinderpest. Food production increased. Now, rinderpest expert John Anderson calls the end of the disease the biggest achievement in veterinary history. Officials say they must still decide where to keep some of the virus and infected tissue for future research. Rinderpest is only the second disease ever declared to have been eliminated. The other disease is smallpox. For VOA Special English, I'm Alex Villarreal.
From VOA Learning English, this is the Agriculture Report in Special English. The United Nations says in 2012, aid agencies treated a record number of children in the Sahel area of West Africa for severe, acute malnutrition. The United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, says many of them were saved from the life-threatening condition. Severe food shortages and drought have increased malnutrition rates in the Sahel. UNICEF says about 850,000 children received emergency food aid and other medical treatment in 2012. The agency says undernourishment, which is a lack of important nutrients, is partly responsible for more than half of child deaths in the Sahel. Malnutrition increases the risk